Yo, what is going on, everybody? The Phillies are entering their final series of the season, and there's a lot to pay attention to. You know, a lot of different teams you have to look at, a lot of scores you got to look at, because they couldn't handle business against the Miami Marlins in that 7-game series, and because they couldn't sweep the doubleheader. In fact, they got swept against the Nationals. But I'm here to get you all caught up. All right. So to get second place in the division is still possible. The Braves clinched the division title. But for second place, the Marlins are right now on Friday before game 1 of the Rays series. Technically one game ahead, but technically they're 2 because they have the tiebreaker over us. So since they're 2 ahead, they have to lose 2 out of 3 against at least 2 out of 3 against the Yankees, and if they lose 2 out of 3, the Phillies would need to sweep the Rays. If the Marlins get swept by the Yankees, then the Phillies need to win 2 out of 3 against the Rays. So if the Marlins win 2 out of 3 against the Yankees, then the Phillies can't get second place, and now their hope is on the wild card. So if you're hoping for second place in the division, pay attention to the Yankees-Marlins series. You got to be a Yankees fan for at least the weekend. And you got to hope at least the Yankees win the series, hopefully sweep. That would be more beneficial because Velasquez is pitching tonight. Now, wild card seems more realistic. It seems like if the Giants, who play the Padres, they're playing the Padres. They're at 500, 28 and 28. Phillies 28 and 29. So if the Giants win 3 out of 4, then the Phillies need to sweep Tampa. If the Giants win 2 out of 4, then the Phillies need to win 2 in Tampa. If the Giants win 1 out of 4, then the Phillies just need to win 1. And if the Giants lose all 4, then the Phillies already finish ahead of them regardless of what happens in the Philly series. If the Giants somehow sweep the Padres, then they finish ahead of the Phillies. So root for San Diego in this one. And San Francisco's not the only team the Phillies have to worry about with the wild card. So Cincinnati Reds are also involved. They play the Twins. If Cincy wins, if they either sweep the Twins or if they win 2 out of 3, they finish ahead of the Phillies. If they win 1 out of 3 against the Twins, then the Phillies have to sweep the Rays. If Cincinnati gets swept, then the Phillies need to win 2 in Tampa. And last but not least is the Cardinals, who have 4 games left, but 2 as well, because I guess they're playing all 60. I don't know who they're making it up against. But if this one's a weird one because they play the Brewers, who are also involved. So if St. Louis gets swept, that gives them 30 losses on the season. But the Brewers have 31 wins, and they own the tiebreaker over the Phillies. If the Cardinals win 3 out of 4, that gives them 31 wins and the Brewers 32 losses, leaving Milwaukee out of our way, out of the Phillies' way. If the Cardinals split the series with the Brewers, St. Louis is 30 and 26, Milwaukee would be 29 and 31, leaving Milwaukee as still an issue playoff-wise. If St. Louis needs to play Detroit on Monday to determine someone's playoff fate, they will. So in this series, root for St. Louis to do good. So quick little recap. Marlins need to lose at least 2 games out of 3 against the Yankees. Root for the Yankees. Also, wait. Let me rephrase that. Marlins need to lose 2 out of 3. Phillies need to at least win 2 out of 3. If the Marlins lose 2 out of 3 and the Phillies win 2 out of 3, Marlins still get second place because they have the tiebreaker over us. So once again, Marlins lose 2 out of 3. Phillies need to sweep. Marlins get swept. Phillies need to win 2. So that's for second place. Now for the wild card, the Giants, if they lose 3 out of 4 against the Padres, the Phillies need to win all 3. 2 out of 4, Phillies need to win 2. 1 out of 4, Phillies need to win one game against Tampa to finish higher than the Giants. And if the Giants get swept, Phillies can lose all of them and they already finish ahead. But if the Giants sweep, then they finish better than the Phillies. Reds, if they sweep Minnesota, be a Padres fan, by the way. If the Reds sweep Minnesota, they finish ahead of the Phillies. If they win 2 out of 3, they finish ahead of the Phillies. If they win 1 out of 3, the Phillies need to sweep Tampa. If they get swept, the Phillies just need to win 2 out of 3. With Wheeler, it's Velasquez, Wheeler, Nola going into this final series. And the Cardinals, this one's just complicated. Just root for the Cardinals to win. Braves could have helped us out last night, but they lost 4-2 to the Marlins, which would have, if they lost that, we would have been tied, and then it would have just been whoever does better in this series. But that didn't happen. So, quick little recap: root for the Yankees to sweep, root for the Padres, root for the Twins, and root for the Cardinals and the Phillies, obviously. Do you guys think they'll make the playoffs? Do you think they'll miss it? What do you think's going to happen? Leave your thoughts down below, and I'll see you next time. Peace.